So we got the main body stocking put together. I'm going to have to put a zipper in it, up the front here. But everything is together and in one piece. Seems to have the necessary proportions for the figure. So I made the figure on that doll kind of extreme. We'll get this on her. Well, we'll get the zipper on, we'll get this on her. Then we can start working on the skin for the hands and feet. Now I'm still wondering whether I should do just a mitten and stitch this through for the fingers, or whether I should cut them and make an actual glove. I'm debating on that right now because I can do gloves. They're a bit of a pain in the ass, but I can do them. And they're a simple one-piece pattern too, so especially with spandex. The feet, I'm going to do what's called a Cuban foot, which is a two-piece pattern. One is the sides and running up the leg with a seam down the back. The other piece is the flat of the foot, which comes to a point on the back of the heel. Okay, so I'll get on finding that zipper. Boy, I just keep picking the most fun things to do. So, attaching the zipper to this thing, picked out a zipper, laid it out, but the zipper is just under the edge of the presser foot, which means it keeps slipping out. That being the case, I have to hold it under while I'm stitching, or it's just not going to work, which is not the best situation. I missed a couple inches here right at the top. Which then have to be done again. Are there any other spots I missed? One spot where it slipped out, two spots where it slipped out. Yeah, two spots there where it slipped out. You can see them. Those big bumps. So let's do those over again. There. Yeah, spandex, it can be done. It's not an impossible task, but it's not a fun or easy one either. I'll cut that off. I'll cut this off. Let's get the other side of this put in. Try to line it up and keep it all straight. And close this thing off. Again, not an impossible task, but not an enjoyable one. Underneath there to get it started. It is in fact started. So from here it shouldn't be as difficult. It probably will be, but it shouldn't be. That's not a good fucking sign. There. Doomsday averted. Just gotta keep going down this a touch at a time until such point as it's all done. Now we're gonna have to tie the top of the zipper. keep it from opening, or to keep the zipper head from coming off. After that, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all finished. It's been a long time since I've had to do this kind of work. It makes me happy to think it might be a long time before I have to do it again. So, roughly put together, there's a quick and dirty body stocking. All together an hour or two of work. Next step, we're going to put it on her. I think before I do that, I'm going to take a couple of hand stitches or a couple of machine stitches and pin the top edge of that zipper so it doesn't fold out or come undone while we're putting it on her. As you can see, I went a little cattywampus on here, but that is going to stretch flat. It's a little off center. It's off center because I went right to the bottom on this edge, so I couldn't go right to the bottom on this edge. That's fine, that's going to stretch flat. And she's going to be wearing clothes anyway, so it's all going to be covered. So, I'll do those couple of stitches, and then I will start getting her skin on. Joy of joys, it is time to stretch a skin on this thing. Start at the feet, we'll see what happens. Yeah, all the way up the leg. Get it over the foot. There. All the way up the other leg. Get it over the foot. There. Luckily, I'm able to take her arms off when it comes to that end. One part of this that's not fun is keeping the seams in the right spot. This one seems to want to go down behind the legs instead of up the side. I have to keep spinning it as I go. It's like unwrapping a Christmas present in reverse, isn't it? Tell you what, once I get it up all the way, or if anything interesting happens, I'll bring you back then. There's definitely some fine-tuning and tightening to be done. Pulling everything up. Got a good 2 inches of gap before the crotch on the suit reaches the crotch on the doll. But in all. The joints still operate. And a lot of tightening up the top end. That's no problem. That's all stuff that can be done quickly. But she's got skin now. Skin's just not tight enough yet. Okay, talk to you next time.